At guard, 6'6", number 2, Alexander.
Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a total of 6 players out of action for tonight on the injured list.
And a total of 6 players out of action for tonight. A lot of opportunity for guys to step in and show what they can do.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. They've got Andre Drummond, Paul George out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Tyrese Maxey, and it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. And for Oklahoma City, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the small forward. Both of these teams get the benefit of having a deep roster.
Yeah, it's a luxury these days, honestly. Resting stars, truly trusting your second unit, all keys to a successful and well-rested squad.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams in the post. George defending. Misses from short range. Drummond for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Williams. Dort against George. 6 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
Grimes, the pass to George. Now Maxey. Back to Oubre. Jacks up a 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense is elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game. And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
Pass to Drummond. Lets the 3 fly. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. Facing off with Paul George tonight, I asked them what makes PG such a special player. Coach said, quote, well, he has a huge effect on the game. Paul can shut down your best scorer on one end and then put up 30 or 40 on the other. Tough to beat that. Paul George, he will have a lot to say about this one, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep. It's hauled in by Oubre. The 76ers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. 3-pointer. Sinks it from distance.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Oubre's gone 1 for 2 from deep. And it's Williams off the drive. And oh, he just slams it over Paul George.
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. George outside, pass to Maxey. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. 76ers. Doughton's checked in for Oubre, and it's Walker in for Maxey. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder, trailing by 5. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
Pass to Holmgren. The jump hook. And Grimes pulls it down.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
George outside. Here's Grimes. No made baskets yet. Doughton. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
Now here's Williams. Out to the wing. The three from Holmgren. Paul George pulls down the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Doughton passes to Drummond. George for three. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got 1:48 left in the opening quarter. Here's Williams. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Philadelphia leading by 13. Williams defending, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Williams defending. Pass to Drummond. 30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Outside, Williams. Lets it go from deep. Drummond grabs the miss. Here's Doughton. Williams defending. Drummond passes to George. Out to the right wing. 3 seconds left. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Sixers ahead, leading by 17. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break has been a big part of their success.
Alex Caruso is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Williams. Then it's Cason Wallace. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in it to one. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going in the second. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. Off target from outside.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
To the paint. Here's Edwards. And a nice finish on the layup. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Butler finds Oubre. On the take. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Oubre's got 5 now.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
He was all alone on that one.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Back to Butler. There's the triple. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Wallace, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. The rebound by Yabusele.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Down low. Here's Edwards. Count it. Edwards got his 3rd basket of the night.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Count it. Good. Bono's got his first points in this one.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Yeah, making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled, the ball on a string, and we see him do this time and time again. And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
That one's good for 2. Edwards got 8 here in this quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And Gilgeous-Alexander is so assertive on the drive, confident at finishing through contact.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Williams is checked in for Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Now here's Maxey. Out left to the wing. Back to Drummond. Pass to Hood-Schifino. Oh, he tries a three. That one falls, coming off a Drummond feed. Drummond's got his third assist of the night. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Maxey. Here's Hood-Schifino. Dort defending. Yabusele, book that.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Now Holmgren. No points yet. Pass to Hartenstein. To the inside. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
And here are the Thunder now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. The three from Holmgren. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Pass to Drummond. There's a minute 12 left in the first half. No good with a layup. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Again, the miss by Drummond. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Some room here for Dort, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And Dort just wanting that basket more than anyone else. Give him credit for out-hustling everyone.
Drummond with the bucket.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's Hood-Schifino. To the wing on the left. Drummond for 3. Again, the miss by Drummond. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. 2 on the clock. And that's not gonna go. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Sixers ahead, running away with it. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Draw. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the producer man.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. What a game we're seeing here from Andre Drummond.
Well, he really outdid himself in that first half. Stepped up and gave them a big lift.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
The 76ers shooting has been ridiculous. 75% in this game. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. We've got Kelly Oubre. Also, Andre Drummond out there. Paul George out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2. George passes to Drummond. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists tonight.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
For Philadelphia, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Grimes. Dort defending. George passes to Drummond. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Dort. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Philadelphia dictating the flow. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Drummond's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter. The 3 from Holmgren. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Drummond. Here's Grimes. Pure from 3-point range. Grimes has got his first 3 points of the game.
Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
Dort finds Holmgren. Count it. Holmgren's got 7.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Here's George. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist. Drummond's got 6 assists now in the game.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Yeah, rejecting the try there. George firing up his guys.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Drummond passes to Maxey. And the 76ers another 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Sweet-looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
Drummond passes to Grimes. It's George on the wing. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
To the wing, right side. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Andre Drummond.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Caruso, he's checked in for Holmgren. Some changes for Philadelphia.
2 shots.
And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 13 points in the game.
And this is Shea's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler. Pass to Walker. Back to Butler. He takes it in. And it's Butler with the jam.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the slam was so good. But the dribble move he made to get there was a thing of beauty.
Absolutely. What a slick play. Now here's Edwards. Give him 8 points now. Outside, Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
It is a shame to see a high percentage look go to waste. He'll be hearing about this one in the locker room, I'm sure.
Inside, here's Bona. Outside, Edwards. Fires for 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
The Thunder have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein. Dort with it. Hartenstein with a screen on Walker. The drive by Dort. And it's Bona with a rebound. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Walker passes to Butler. Here's the 3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
Pass to Walker. Here's Bona. Yabusele. Beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Philadelphia on top, delivering the blowout. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Aaron Wiggins out there with Williams. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Wallace in a 2-guard. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
To the middle. Out of bounds, the Thunder will take it. Jang, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Walker, he's checked in for Council. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Jang. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Stolen by Wiggins. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The defense gives Shai all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
Sends it home from 3-point land.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
The 76ers shooting an out-of-this-world 77%. For 3, unable to get that one. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the 3.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And the basket by Edwards.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
The Thunder shooting 40% so far in this one. And here's Wallace. Over Walker. Wallace misses.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
The shot. And Walker gets it to go on the assist from Butler. Butler's got his 6th assist of the night. Now here's Wallace. Walker covering. Deflected. Here's Edwards. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight. They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Butler, good.
Those mid-range looks will be there for him. Nice work to capitalize.
76ers foul.
So for Oklahoma City, Williams comes in for Jang, and it's Lou Dort in for Wallace. Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander, the 3-ball. Rebound by Philadelphia. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. The Thunder have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Dort against Walker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And when Dort sees an opportunity to score, he goes hard, getting the defense to foul him in the process.
So for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. And Williams is subbed in for Caruso. And Dort hits them both. Philadelphia has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Edwards finds Drummond. Back to Edwards. Beyond the arc. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist. Edwards has got 10 points here in the second half.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Here's Butler. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Drummond for 3. Knocks down the triple. Drummond's got 20 points.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. And it comes off the front of the rim. Philadelphia has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Walker for 3. And the 76ers another 3.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the 76ers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go on the assist from Williams.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid feel for the game.
Now here's Butler. Drummond passes to Butler. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Here's Williams. Walker pulls down the board. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Drummond. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Council, he's checked in for Walker. And that one falls for Drummond. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Dort. Now here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Yeah, an amazing find. How about the patience from Dort? Waits for his man to get open and feeds him.
Outside Butler. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Paul, what a great team effort defensively. What were the points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we have to do. We have to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Defense certainly has to be a full team effort, and it paid off tonight. Thanks, Paul.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And we present the player of the game, Andre Drummond.